like the beautiful blue curly cues of one enormous blown glass sculpture. Poet Bessy Reyna spins words into a tangle of imaginative ideas.
He lined up all the blues he had gathered, but still something was missing. If only he could capture Miles Davis' kind of blue inside the glass. If only he could capture blue tang fish and make them circle like a blue carousel.
With each image, rhythm, and carefully shaped phrase, Reyna's poetry celebrates the many colors and shades of life, often drawing on personal memories and reaching as far back as childhood. Her work also dares us to listen and look closely within.
She thinks she was there once, a little girl with long blonde curls and no shirt. She thinks she stood next to a tall palm tree. She thinks there was a photo. At times, she can see the beauty of the sky, the clouds about to burst, the ocean in the distance. She thinks she was smiling, her face not yet printed with permanent frowns under passionless clouds. She wonders if it was a dream. Now there is no one left to tell her otherwise.
Born in Cuba, raised in Panama, and one of Connecticut's important literary voices, Bessy Reyna creates poems, stories, essays, and articles that often navigate between two cultures and languages, raising questions and challenges for her that aren't always easy to handle.
How to survive in those two cultures at the same time without losing my identity, without losing the Hispanic person in me. I write in Spanish. I do a lot of stuff in Spanish because I don't want to lose that.
As a result, her award-winning works are published in both Spanish and English, appearing in poetry collections, textbooks, and literary anthologies. A Latina Citizen of the Year, she also writes for Identidad Latina, and for 9 years, her popular opinion column ran in the Hartford Courant. Yet she insists that while her words may be set in ink, her ideas are meant to be interpreted in the moment and communicated by the spoken voice.
While you come home, open a beer,
watch TV. While you settle down in the same old chair and talk about how tough things were at the office, while hiding how often you asked the secretary for a date, how often you and your drinking pals tried to pick up girls at the bars, while you decide which bar you'll head for tonight, or submerge yourself in the TV commercial and wait for dinner, she tries to forget the tasteless catcalls she put up with on her way to work, how she was propositioned by the customers and the boss.
Here's her husband behaving out in his daily life, the way these guys are behaving towards her when she walks down the street.
Yeah.
It's inescapable for her.
For me, when I write, I don't want to just reach women. I want to reach everyone because I feel that until we all work together, until men and women really understand what we're doing to each other, we're not going to create a better civilization.
To me, that's part of the denial aspect that the...
And whether it's a discussion about gender, culture, or class, this master teaching artist for the state of Connecticut is committed to developing writers of all ages, encouraging them to trust their authentic voice.
Working with younger people and also working with 55 and over, which I just did for the Hartford Public Library, is just a way to share my love for literature and to tell people it's okay to say how you feel.
The complexity of any lasting work of art deserves to be studied, contemplated, even respected and admired. Like Dale Chihuly's celestial work, the same easily applies to Bessy Reyna's wondrous collections of bilingual poems and stories. But then, if you asked her, she might just prefer to simply listen to the spoken word.
But my favorites were the gay boys, the ones others called cuecos, pájaros y maricones, who never talked about marriage and children, who didn't want to own me, my best companions.
For Spotlight on the Arts, I'm Ed Wierzbicki.